Character creation in Heroes of Estaria is mostly streamlined. You're going to pick your race, pick your classes, pick your starting equipment, and then pick your Hero Level 1 awards. There are 12 colorful races to choose from, each with their own starting attribute bonuses. These bonuses are pretty strong at the start, but as you progress through the game, you can easily enhance your attributes, so you shouldn't have to dwell on this too much. This section also includes picking your name, height, weight, and even the design of your glowing purple scar that heroes are tagged with. As an example, we're going to pick an Amukin, name him Groovy, make him 9'6" and 800 pounds, which is the maximum height and weight for that race, and his purple glowing scar is going to be claw marks on his back. So that was the first section. The second section is now picking your classes. There are 40 classes in this game for you to mix and match, and a lot of them have interesting synergies together. You will be able to pick one primary class and one subclass. Here's a list of the 40 classes in the game. Each class has 12 abilities, one Force Break ability, which is like their ultimate ability, and depending on the class, they may or may not have additional class features. For our example, Groovy here, we're going to pick Samurai as the primary class and Decimator as the subclass. And we're going to leave these book pages open as we'll be using them for the following two steps. Step 3, pick your starting gear. The first part of this is picking your items. Items are going to be consumable items that you can use once, or some of them can be used multiple times and may be recharged at a long rest. The second part to this is picking your starting equipment. Equipment is going to consist of armors, weapons, rings, mods, and basically anything that you need equipped to benefit from. So the first part is picking your starting items. You can pick the starting items from either your primary class or all the starting items from your subclass. In this example, we're going to have Groovy take all the starting items from the Decimator's class. Now the second thing you'll be able to do is pick starting equipment. You'll be able to pick two different weapons or a weapon and a shield. Our example Groovy here is a samurai, so we're going to have him take a longbow and a greatsword. Aesthetically, we're going to flavor that greatsword as if it were a katana. In this game, flavor is highly encouraged and the aesthetics can be pretty loose. As long as game mechanics stay the same, you should be able to describe your weapon however you want. Pick Hero Level 1 awards. This is the final step, and the step that really puts your hero together. There's going to be a few things involved with this step. First is picking if you want to increase your max HP by 10, or if you want to roll 3d6 for a random amount. The second two parts are you get to pick two primary class abilities and one subclass ability. The final part is that you're going to be able to spend 3 attribute points to increase any of your attributes by 1 per point. Groovy here is going to choose plus 10 max HP because it's simple. Then he's going to be able to choose 2 abilities from his primary class Samurai. He's going to choose Well Equipped, an always active ability, and Custom Double Attack, an ability that costs 6 cooldown counters. Then he's going to be able to choose one ability from his subclass, the Decimator. He's going to choose Decimator's Strike because it synergizes well with his Custom Double Attack. Finally, he's going to be able to spend his 3 attribute points. He's going to spend each point to increase his Strength by 1, his Agility by 1, and his Constitution by 1. And with that, character creation is finished. All that you have left is filling out the character sheet. And naturally, you'd want to have a brief overview of the basic rule book and the few pages before character creation starts so you kind of understand how it works. For now, we're just going to show you what a finished character sheet would look like after creating the character Groovy. We keep character creation pretty light, and at Hero Level 2 is where your character development is really going to start opening up. At Hero Levels 2, 3, 4, and 5, you'll start being able to learn traits, any of the 200 traits included in the game. You'll start gaining feat points to rank up your feats, and in addition, you'll start being able to learn class abilities from any class, not just your primary and subclass. That being said, your primary class and subclass do still determine a majority of the abilities you'll be using throughout the game. In addition, it also determines what force breaks or ultimate abilities that you will be able to use, so it is still a significant decision. And that's pretty much it for character creation. It can typically take anywhere between 5 minutes to 5 hours, depending on the type of player that you are. In worst cases, if you're very undecided, it could probably take about 5 days for you to look through all the abilities. But in general, we've typically had people create characters in just a few hours or less. The content and format of the book pages that we shared with you today are open to change before final release. Other than that, feel free to leave us any feedback, concerns, questions that you may have, and thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day.